Hello everyone, it's Marie from Tati Soap, and today I'm going to make a soap I'm going to call Back to the 60s because it's going to be it's going to be scented with a Champaka fragrance oil, which is a Nag Champa-like fragrance, which is, I guess, was very, very popular in the 60s, kind of like the incense type of smell. So I've got base oils here, and I'm going to add the lye to this. And because it's a fragrance oil and it's new, I've never used it before, I'm not using a water discount at all. I actually very seldom do anyways, but for sure when it's a new oil, I try to minimize any possible disaster. And you know, with me, I often get disasters regardless. Okay, just put this away. I'm quite excited because I've got a whole bunch of new fragrance oil and essential oils, and so I'm just itching to try them all. Alright, we're going to stick blend this a little bit. And in this recipe, I'm actually using Ilipi butter, 5% Ilipi butter, just because I thought, well, it sounds like fun. Why not give it a try? Usually I use about 5% cocoa butter or shea butter, but this time, Ilipi butter, which is very, very much like cocoa butter actually. It's a brittle butter, so it's very hard, and the properties are very similar to cocoa butter. But it sounds so much more exotic. So the plan is, with the fragrance oil that I have, it was another soaper that mentioned this to me, and she bought it and she made soap with it, and it smells really lovely, but it does discolor soap to a tan color or brown color. So I'm not sure, maybe it's got vanillin in it, or some other substance that makes it oxidize. So I decided what I would do is divide my batter half and half, lighten half with titanium dioxide, and leave the other one uncolored, and just let the Nag Champa do its thing, and we'll see. Okay, so let's take this out for now, and then we'll add the fragrance oil and see what it does before we do anything else. Because who knows, sometimes you gotta move faster than you think, or faster than you anticipated. And I don't know what it is about this fragrance, but it does remind me of the 60s. So that kind of gives you an idea of how old I am. But it just reminds me of an evening at home in the winter time, just playing with my toys, and my father reading the newspaper or whatever, and my mother doing whatever in the kitchen. And there must have been something that smelled like that at home. I don't know what it is, maybe my mother's perfume or some bath product that was scented that way, but anyways, it just brings me right back. Okay, well, nothing earth-shatteringly happening yet. I'm not going to stick blend it anymore for now. I'm going to divide it in my two batches. Then I'll stick blend it for the one batch where I'm going to add the titanium dioxide, and then the other one we'll see if it needs it or not. Okay, so I'm just going to get another container. So I have about 9 cups of liquid or soap batter. So we're going to, okay, remember last time, I don't know if you saw my, I think it was the oatmeal one where I spilled everything. I'm going to try not to do that this time. So far so good. But as you notice, I always wear my gloves just in case, because you never know. Whew. Okay. Alright, let's put this away for now. Okay. So, I'm using some titanium dioxide, and this is an oil. I'm trying to aim for the camera. I never know if I'm on top of it or not. But so anyways, I'm using the oil-soluble titanium dioxide. I have some water-soluble one that I've been using before, so I just thought I'd try this one. It's a little bit thick still. So I'm going to actually take a little bit of batter and mix it in there, and then add the whole thing to the whole batch. And of course I just threw away my little stick. Well, that was smart. Okay, never mind. I'm going to use my little frother. Okay, so put it in here. Alrighty. So here's my titanium dioxide mixed with some of the soap, and we're going to put it in here, and I'm going to empty all of it. Might as well use all of it. Waste not, want not, as many people tend to say. Okay. I'm going to give this a bit of a stick blend, just to make sure that it gets well mixed in. It's actually quite thin yet. Just very, very light trace. Okay, I'll leave it like that. Put this one aside. Let's go see what our other half of the batter is doing. I'm going to get a clean spatula for that. Orange. Okay, so this one gets a little grainy, so we're going to give it a good little bit of a stir. And actually, you know what? I am going to stick blend this as well. Okay. Let's clean the titanium dioxide off our stick blender. Actually, I'm just going to wipe it off. Not that it is going to make that much of a difference at this point. Still so little of it, but okay. Okay, so this is a good trace. This is slippery. Sorry for the banging. All right. I'm going to attempt to do what I wanted to do with the India soap. Kind of pour a very thin layer and another, the different color, and alternate them and sort of do kind of like a funnel pour, but in a straight line. And in that way, I'm hoping to achieve an effect of sort of interlayer, like woven, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but if I get the result that I want, you'll see it in the finished soap. Okay, so let's start with the uncolored batter. Okay, there's a little bit more than I thought I would put in, but no. And then that one. Yeah, I should pour it this way. You know what? Hold on, let's just get this a good mix. Keep it nice and loose. I might as well do the same with this one. Keep that one nice and loose. Loose soap. This will be interesting if it works out. Nice to see that actually this fragrance oil doesn't accelerate. It's good to know, because it really smells nice. It's for those of you who don't know what Nag Champa smells like, it's kind of a powdery, a bit of a spicy, earthy scent. Doo-doo-doo. It's not actually cloying. Like some people would think, oh, you know, incense smells kind of like too heavy. It suffocates people. Not suffocates people, but it feels like it's so heavy. You know, you can't breathe with it. No, this isn't at all like that. This is really nice. I'm really liking that my soap is very fluid. I do like how it pours. For those of you who are wondering, my recipe is pretty simple and pretty constant. I've played around with different oils, and I mean, I don't like things that are too complicated. I like simple. So my recipe is usually olive oil, coconut oil, palm oil, castor oil, and then I'll sometimes use shea butter. Sometimes I'll use, in this case, Ilipi butter, and sometimes I'll use cocoa butter. Kind of alternate them all like that. Okay, we've got a few drips on the side, but that's all right. I'm going to finish this one. It's always difficult also at the beginning when you have a new fragrance oil, some people say one way, some people say the other way. It's hard to judge sometimes how much you put in. And usually what I'll do is, if it's an essential oil, sometimes you can get a lot of good references about suggested amounts, either be it in ounces per pound of oil or by percentage. But with fragrance oils, if the manufacturer doesn't give you any idea, usually what I'll do is, if it smells very, 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 very strong out of the bottle, whoa, I had to make a mess at one point, didn't I? If it's very, very strong right out of the bottle, then I will start with about 0.5 ounce per pound of oil. Sometimes even if it's really strong, then maybe a little bit less than that, but usually I start with about that. If it smells very, very lightly, like you can hardly smell it, and you go, wow, it's so faint, you're going to need to use more, then I'll go up to about 0.9 ounce per pound of oil. And then if it's in between, and then I'll go 0.7. And most of the time, that's where I start, with 0.7 ounce per pound of oil. And then in the finished product, if it's too much or not enough, then I adjust it the next time I make the soap. It doesn't mean that it always works out, but usually it's okay. All right, clean up the mess that I've made here with all the drips. Then we'll do, tap it down, and then we might do something, oh, there's some even on the side. We might do something with the top. Don't really know yet what I want to do with the top. I could leave it like that, but I think I'll swirl it. Why not? And it will be really interesting if the uncolored soap gets a lot darker, because then the contrast will be that much more pronounced. Okay. Actually, you know what? I've seen one of the other soapers, and I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was, but she does some really, really, really nice swirls on her top. I'm going to try to do that. She goes something like this. And then she comes back. Mind you, usually hers are a little bit more, the batter's a little bit thicker, so you can actually get texture. But, oh, well, we'll leave it like this. We'll see how that goes. So here we are with back to the 60s. It's about, not quite 24 hours since I made it. Probably like 18 hours or so. So we're going to cut it and see what it looks like inside. I'm using my cake cutter again, and I've ordered one of Bud Hafner's wooden tank cutters. So this is probably the last time I'll be using it, using my cake cutter. But if here we go. This is the inside. Actually, I quite like it. It turned out to pretty much as I wanted. Little white flecks of, oops, titanium dioxide, not quite mixed in there. But, yeah, I like this. Nice zebra pattern is what I meant to say. Can't talk anymore. So let's do another one. There's that side, and here's that side. Again, I don't know, like these little white things. Maybe I could have blended my titanium dioxide a little bit better. Live and learn. But all in all, I'm quite pleased with the looks of this. Plus the fact that there was no drama in the making of it. Nothing went wrong. Nothing went funny, nothing crashed, nothing broke. Okay. One more, and then we'll do the group picture. So this is my Ilipi butter recipe, and I quite like it because it's very nice and soft, but it cuts very well, but it's still not mushy like some of the other soaps that you get. Oh, come on. There we go. So here's the bottom. And there's a little bit, it's a little bit wet looking. I think some of the oils have just haven't totally absorbed into, so we'll let it dry a little bit. And then I'll cut the rest, and then we'll do the group picture. Thanks for watching.